g part, we're still in question 1. We have integral of this, okay? Use a partial fraction to integrate the following. So this is what we have now. Then we're going to take the expression out and solve it using a partial fraction, okay? So this will be what? This will be a over what? 1 minus x, then plus b over what? B over 2 minus 3x. So that's what we have. Then multiply through by this common factor. So if you do that, you have 3 minus 5x equal to this one times this one, then this one times this one. That's a b times 1 minus x. Let x be 1. So we're going to have 3 minus 5. That's minus 2. So this one we cancel. Then we have a 2 minus 3. That's a 2 minus 3 times 1. That's minus 1. So a is what? A is a 2. Then let's x also be, we can use here 2 over 3 so that this expression can be cancelled. So let x be what? 2 over 3. Okay? How did I think of that number? I know that if there's a 3, if there's a fraction, I multiply this, and the denominator of that fraction is 3. So that 3, this 3 will cancel out. And I have 2 here, so I have to use this value here as numerator. So that's 2 over 3. Okay, so we now have 3 minus 5 times 2 over 3 equal to, and I have b times 1 minus 2 over 3. On the left side, I have minus 1 over 3. On the right side, I have 1 over 3. b is minus 1. Because this fraction 1 over 3 cancel. So b is minus 1. So then the integral now will be equal to, your a is what? You have a over this. A is 2 over 1 minus x. Then plus b is minus 1. Minus 1 over 2 minus 3x. So we have 2 ln 1 minus x minus ln 2 minus 3x. Because minus plus, that's minus. And don't forget to divide by what? By the attachment to that variable. So that's minus 3. So that will be plus 3. Okay, then plus c. Then the h, question h. What do we do then? We have this one. So integral of this dx. Okay? What we do, from the observation, the denominator is having power 3, the numerator is having what? Power 2. Okay? So the degree of the denominator is higher than the numerator. Okay? So this one is a case of repeated linear factor. So let's take the expression. Let's find the expression. So this will be a over 2 plus x plus 1 plus x squared is a repeated linear factor, so which will be b over 1 plus x, then plus c over 1 plus x all squared. Then multiply through by the common factor, which is this. Then we have the numerator on the left, have this. Then this one times the common factor, so we have a times what? 1 plus x all squared, then plus this b, so that would be times this is here, so it will remain one of these, so we have 2 plus x times what? 1 plus x. Okay, then finally plus c, this c, this part times the common factor, so we're going to have c times 2 plus what? 2 plus x. 1 plus x all squared, we cancel each other. So what we can quickly do is to let x be equal to what? Minus 2. So this expression will cancel. This expression also will cancel. So we can generate a. So minus 2 for the left, we have 4 minus 3. So that's minus 2 squared and 3, which is 1, equal to here. We have a 1 plus minus 2. That's minus 1, which is what? Which is 1. So a is what? A is 1. We can also use, we can substitute for x as minus 1, and that will be equal to what? Minus 1 squared on the left, minus 3, which is equal to 1 minus 3. That's minus 2 equal to. We can generate c now. That's a 2. 2 minus x, that's 1. So c is what? Minus 2. And finally, you can just pick any value at random. You can go for, maybe you can go for 0. So let x be 0. Then we have minus 3 on the left equal to a. So 1 plus 0, that's this. Then plus b is what? B, the brackets. 2 plus, that's 2, 1. Then plus c times 2. So we can begin to substitute the value for a. We've gotten a as what? As 1. So we have 1 here. Plus 2 times 1, that's 2b. 2 times 1 times b, that's 2b. And then this here, c is what? Minus 2. So minus 2 times 2, that's minus 4. So we have now minus 3 equal to 1 minus 4, that's minus 3, plus 2b. Move this one to the other side, and that works. That will be plus, so that's 0 equals to what? 2b. So b is what? B is 0. So we now have now, so this now generates, this will generate integral of a is what? We have our a value as 1 over 2 plus x for this line. B is gone. B is gone. Then c is what? C is minus 2. Minus 2 over what? 1 plus x or squared dx. This will be equal to ln 2 plus x minus 2 integral of 2 1 plus x to the power minus 2 dx. So we can solve this one separately. So the final conclusion for this one will be what? Will be ln 2 plus x. Then if you want to do this one, this will be what? This will be minus 2 in the brackets 1 plus x. This power here plus 1, that's minus 1 over minus 1 over minus 1. So we now have ln 2 plus x. Then here minus a. So that's plus. So that's plus 2 over 1 plus x plus c. So that's just that. Just remove these negative exponents, negative power. Okay, so that's what we've gotten for that question. Okay. For question I, integral of 5 plus, for this question, x plus 2, x plus 1, all squared dx. So what we'll do, let's take the expression. So this will be what? A over what? A over x plus 2 plus this one is a repeated linear factor. That will be what? B over x plus 1, then plus c over what? X plus 1 all squared. So multiply through by the common factor, x plus 2, x plus 1 all squared. So we have 5 plus 3x equal to what? This one times the common factor. So that will be a times what? X plus 1 squared. Then plus this one also times the common factor. That will be b times what? Times x plus 1, x plus 2. Then the c parts, that will be this one also times the common factor. That will be c times x plus 2. So let's begin our substitution. Let x be equal to what? Minus 1. So we have 5 minus 3, that's 2. So this will cancel, then we can get c. So minus 1 plus 2, that's what? That's 1. So c is what? C is this. At the same time also, we can plug in x as minus 2. Let x equal to minus 2. So if you do that, we have 5 plus 3 times minus 2, which is what? Which is minus 1, equal to. So this expression will become 0, this will become 0, then we can have this. So we have minus 2 plus 1, that's minus 1 all squared, so that's 1. So a is what? A is minus 1. A is minus 1. Then the final thing we can do is to use any small value, we can use x equal to 0. So we're going to have 5 on the left, and then we can begin to substitute. We have the value of a as what? Minus 1 to brackets 1, because this is a 0 plus 1 half square. Okay? Then plus b. B is what? We don't have the value for b yet. So b, and then that will be times 1, and then times 2. Then we have value for c as 2, so that will be 2. That will be 0 plus 2, that's 2. That's 2. So we now have 5 equal to minus 1 plus 2b plus 4. So we have minus 1 plus 4, that's a 3. So move it to the other side, that's 5 minus 3, that's a 2, equal to 2b. So b is what? B is 1. B is 1. So we've gotten all the constants, we've gotten a, we've gotten b, and we've gotten what? We've gotten c. So we now have integral of a is minus 1, so that's minus 1 over x plus 2. B is 1, x plus 1, b, that's a 1 over x plus 1. Then c is 2 plus 2 over x plus 1 all squared. So without wasting time, this will be what? This will be minus ln x plus 2 plus integral of this ln x plus 1. Then we can sort this. So this will be what? This will be integral of this. That will be plus 2 x plus 1. You know, this is a fraction. So, and that will be minus 2 plus what? Plus 1. Well, minus 1 plus c. So the final answer will be, I can write the positive first, that will be ln x plus 1, ln x plus 1, followed by negative ln x plus 2, okay? Then minus 2 over x plus 1 plus c. Then if I want, I can combine these two together, which will be what? ln x plus 1 over x plus 2 minus 2 over x plus 1 plus c. So that finished that question. So we just have a question, we have this one, which is the same thing as this. Which is the same thing as this. So you can apply the same method, solve it, solve that J. Okay?